Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are getting really close to fighting back against the Unbidden. We are almost there, and I'm going to go ahead and hit this reinforced fleet button again. And it's got to be getting awful close to having all of our corvettes built. We now have a military power in this fleet of 105k, so that's great. We do not have our reality perforator currently active. So that's something that will boost us substantially, although in a random capacity. Go ahead and do that again. We still can't afford to reinforce this fleet. Interesting. I'm going to sell 10,000 food, and we're going to spend it on a few alloys. I really want to get this fleet maxed out. Okay, so we still can't afford to reinforce fleet beyond that, but we're getting there. That's an additional 5 corvettes on the way in.
Innovation rollout.
That's an additional 3.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
So that's a total of 8 corvettes on the way. And we should be able to take out any single one of their fleets on its own. Like in a 1v1, we should be fine. We're going to need to reinforce and repair periodically. There's no doubt about that. And we're going to have our defense points. But I think we go for kinetic weapon damage for our next one. That should be fine. Still can't afford. Okay. I really thought that would be the last one for this particular fleet. We're at 40 out of 58 currently in terms of our corvettes. We've got 5 more here. We've got potentially some more on the way. Yeah, there was more on the way. So it's got to be really close. Just as soon as this month tick happens, there we go. Still can't afford to reinforce. Well, regardless, it's really close. One more month tick. One more month tick. I'm also going to buy in another 125 alloys. The price on that is so bad, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Really, it's still not done. We only need 10 more in total. And we've got 6 building here. Plus, surely we've got a couple en route. Well, this next month tick should do the trick. 100%. If it does not, well, I guess I can't math. But let's see. Yes, fleet is at full strength. Okay, so that fleet is going to be ready to attack very soon. They do have this fleet on its way in. So that's going to attack us, for sure. Oh, hello. These guys are going to fight them. They're not going to win. Now, we're being attacked over here. We are, of course, completely trouncing them. And we lost nothing for that. We are tending to lose nothing in this engagement up here, which I'm very happy with. The question is, once these citadels are built, what final structure do we actually want to build here? They're going to be both built at basically the same time. So that's good. We are going to need to reinforce this fleet one more time, which is why I'm currently saving up alloys. Because I do want to be able to do that. And then we're going to get attacked through this wormhole, which is fine. This is going to be upgraded to a citadel, basically now. I think they're going to get here just before it becomes a citadel. But look at that, 125k. This is now a full-strength fleet. Yes, we want to continue our deal, curators. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we go ahead and build a command center? Ship fire rate. Yeah, we build a command center in these locations. Because we're going to keep at least one fleet defending these locations. There's no doubt about that. They haven't jumped in quite yet. There they are. Yeah, this isn't going to go well for you guys. Wait. This isn't an FTL inhibitor? That's awkward. Anyway, we are still going to engage them. And the Perdition Beam missed. What about the second? The second Perdition Beam also missed. But here come the corvettes.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Okay. So, what did we lose? 6 destroyers, 11 corvettes. Well, we can deal with that. So that just queued up 4 destroyers. Make that 6 destroyers. So there's all of our destroyers queued up. And then we're going to need 11 corvettes, so that's roughly 3 months worth of income, thereabout. I'm going to go ahead and sell 1,000 exotic gases and rare crystals here. And we're going to put that into a few extra alloys to get these corvettes building ASAP. As soon as this month tick happens, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and this should be very close to fully reinforced. I'm not sure if it is or not. The button isn't telling me. I think because we are still repairing, perhaps? But that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we're basically done repairing. There we go. I think the fleet is at full strength. We'll know on this month tick, though. Oh, it was not. I guess the reinforced fleet button is just a little bugged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 corvettes. So technically we need 1 more month tick to get that fully reinforced again. That's fine. We only need 80,000 more alloys to get fully rebuilt. Of course, if we weren't constantly losing some ships, this wouldn't be quite so tedious of a process. But we'll go ahead and do that. Fleet is now at full strength. Fantastic. Okay, what is our situation up over here? We definitely want to take this out. In fact, we probably want to jump through the wormhole right now. They have a construction ship on the way in, and this will become substantially harder if we allow them to build a station here. We're going to have corvettes trickling in, but that's fine. So, yeah, we're going to be just fine. We're going to lose some ships here. That is fully expected. But this is the beginning of us taking this territory back. Come on, guys. We got this. And here come the reinforcements. Excellent. So what did we lose? 11 destroyers and a cruiser. We lost no corvettes. Okay, whatever. Well, this is going to be where... That was really laggy. This is going to be where the vast majority of our fleets, or rather of our alloys, are going to be going for the foreseeable future. And I just want to come out over here and take this territory like this. Just push them back. We should also get ourselves a construction ship. Once we have secured territory, then we can move our defensive fleets in. At least once our defensive fleets get built back up. Our offensive fleets are going to be taking the brunt of the pain for a while. Of course, there's always going to be this going on. But they really don't have a chance here. I'll be a little bit surprised if they even succeed in taking out anything. Okay, so this is this fleet combat where we lost 11 and 1. That's fine. That can go away. This is this fleet combat where we took out their station and didn't lose anything. That's perfect. Over here, we lost a cruiser. That's not ideal. But I'm just going to keep hitting this reinforce all button. And we're going to need to take this out relatively soon. Order restored on Slemmick. That's great. What do we got here? Hunter-killer drones. Okay. Recall those. And you know what? I just remembered. We did not, in fact, activate our reality perforator. And I'm going to do that. Ship weapons damage, 40%. For 10 years. That is enormous. Look at that. Order restored on Gigamoja as well. This is very good. We can now recall our hunter-killer drones here, which is going to continue to increase our amount of alloys that are coming in. And we're going to continue to hit the reinforce all button as frequently as possible. And this should be absolutely no problem to take out this station. Yep, none whatsoever. Fantastic. We did take a little bit of damage, but that is what we have the Titan nanospores for. So we're gonna... These guys are coming to attack us, aren't they? Yeah, they definitely are. I want to take them where we best can, which would probably be here, because I don't want to take them with a station. Now, that did give us some admin cap, which is a good thing. I think at this point, I'm going to go for leader lifespan, though, just because it's significantly shorter. And we're going to continue hitting this reinforce all button. We do need a fair amount of destroyers over here, after all. It's kind of obnoxious that they're just using these matter disintegrators. Those are a little tough for us to deal with to some degree. They're sending multiple fleets to attack us, so that's fine. They apparently think that this fleet is an actual threat, and they are correct. So that was our Omnifarious acquisition that just expired. This guy right here. Now we don't quite have enough unity to redo that, but what we can do is we can do production targets, and that's what we're going to do. Excellent, and our shield hit points were just increased. So I think we go for shield hit points again, honestly. Since we're fighting the Unbidden. This is just fine. We're going to be mostly repaired by the time they get here. And our range is definitely doing the trick. We have low stability over here because of orbital bombardment. That is fine. Well, I mean, it's not fine, but it's expected. And there's not a lot we can do about it just now. Okay, what did we lose? Ooh, that was some pretty heavy losses, actually. Nine destroyers, 10 corvettes, and a cruiser. It's not ideal. We're going to keep our fleet here and keep reinforcing it. And they're just going to keep throwing fleets over here. Actually, we need to move our defensive fleet, specifically this one. I want to select just this fleet, so we'll deselect these over here, and let's move this guy over here to reinforce. Because they have multiple fleets coming at us. They are redirecting quite a lot of fleets to us currently. So we definitely need to respond to that. So I'm going to continue reinforcing this. We're going to keep ships pouring into this system. The ships that they, or rather the fleets that they were sending over here appear to have been redirected. The Rixie have taken over this system. That's not good for us, or the Rixie. Out of curiosity, how do we compare to the Rixie? We're equivalent to the Rixie. Okay, that's a thing. So we should have our reinforcements coming in shortly. Yep, here they come. I mean, we can definitely win this. This battle is not going to be a problem in the slightest. Like, they're just completely getting wrecked. But I do want some overwhelming force here. Okay, what did we lose? 2 destroyers, 4 corvettes. But this is fine. They're losing so much more than us right now. They do have another fleet on the way, but our reinforcements have arrived. This does mean that the Rixi have cut us off from these fleets. But I do think that during this time, we should see about taking this. Now, they do have a fleet on the way up that we're going to need to take out. I think they took out one of our little reinforcement fleets just now. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful here. In fact, I'm going to leave this fleet where it's at to defend this. That fleet should be capable of defending it on its own. And we're going to bring our construction ship out over this way. Like so. And I'm going to put it on passive for now. And we're just going to move over here. We should be able to get there before these guys do. So that should be excellent. Now we do need a society researcher. So we'll go for this guy. Excellent. And we'll just hit this reinforce fleet button. Which apparently did nothing. There we go. Now it did something. Fantastic. The Unbidden are actually attacking the Rixi over here. That's good for us. We want the Rixi to leave. And I think that means that we actually want to pull our construction ship back again. I was just going to take this because the Rixi were going to be a buffer, but they're actually not. They were just trying to be opportunistic. Which, fair enough. I can't blame them for that. Okay, these guys should be in orbit here. Come on over. Okay, these guys are reinforcing. We'll go ahead and reinforce them further. These guys are fine. Okay. We have definitely begun to hit back.
Hostile fleet.
And they are actually coming after us pretty heavily up over here. If we get the ability to, we should probably retreat. Let's see what direction these guys are going. Okay, they're chasing us. And this fleet is potentially coming in as well. Okay, so this is dangerous up over here. They're responding very heavily to us. So the question now becomes, how do we best deal with this? We could try to intercept one of their fleets. Alternately, we could just allow this to happen with their smaller fleet that gets there first. Like, one of their fleets is going to get there first, right? We let that happen, do as much damage as possible, and then retreat as soon as possible. Deviant interference on Glagelbor is not good, but that's okay for now. And then we are good to go here. Okay, so we are going to be fighting these guys. And then we want to retreat in 20 days as soon as we can. And that gets us out of this area. Like, we want to retreat whether we're winning this or losing this. And we're going to win this. But we want to retreat no matter what, because they have reinforcements here. Okay, there we go. We did not lose any ships from the retreat. We did lose a battleship and 2 cruisers. So I'll just go ahead and hit this reinforce fleet button. And apparently somebody is blending very loudly. You can probably hear it. I apologize for that. I'll just try to keep quiet so that the noise gate doesn't pick it up. Apparently they are still going. Okay, now they're finally done. Excellent. So, we'll be able to take out this fleet with no problem. How much did we lose? 8 corvettes and a destroyer. But they're just throwing fleet after fleet after fleet at us. And this fleet will show back up very, very shortly, and we'll be able to send it in to defend here. So that'll be fine. We have destroyed so many of their fleets at this point. In fact, isn't there an event that tracks it somewhere? Like in the situation log, maybe? The Unbidden. Yeah, Unbidden killed by us, 1856. Unbidden killed by others, 566. Harvested vessels, 2017. Harvested worlds, 14. So we've lost, in total, the galaxy has lost more than we've won, but we're starting to turn it around. Fantastic. And it's because of things like this. Well, actually, that's a 50k fleet from the Rixie. I don't think they win that. But regardless. Okay, let's get the Frisidian shards back up over here to defend. Excellent. We'll hit the reinforce fleet button. And there we go. More fleets being reinforced. We can go ahead and move forward with these two to right here. And what we can do is we can go like this. Once we hit here, we are out of areas that we can move without having to defend, is the thing. And that's the reason why we've struggled to strike out of here, is because it's just not a very good defensive position until we can take Rimok while having all of this behind us cleaned up. So that's going to be a thing. Now, I believe, actually they're not responding to us right now. So that's great. I'm very happy about that, in fact. Now, we can go ahead and do an edict for Omnifarious Acquisition. And that is exactly what we're going to do. And that'll get our minerals nice and positive. So that'll be nice. And we'll just reinforce again, make additional corvettes. And reinforce again, make additional corvettes. Fantastic. We do have a lot of ships that we still need to make, and they are actually responding to us now. But we'll be able to hit them in Zir most likely. Like, we have no problem taking out these stations at all. And we are now returning back. And we should intercept them quite easily. And have no real trouble killing this fleet. So if we take a quick look here, I mean, we know for a fact that we are the vast majority of the success in the galaxy against the Unbidden, and the primary reason why the Unbidden have been relatively contained. So that's great. But we're going to continue to bump these numbers up. We are killing a whole lot more of their ships than they are killing of ours, which is perfect. Now I want them to continue attacking over here. I really want to free up all of these fleets, like get rid of all of these fleets so that we can push into Rimok. And that might be something that we have to do. Oh, I didn't expect that we would jump in that far in advance. Oh well, we've got it under control. Reinforcements are here. And they're just dead. Fantastic. And we're just going to continue reinforcing. Now, we did end up losing a cruiser and 7 destroyers, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we can now hold at this position. Order restored on the Falnik colony. That is fantastic. Let's see, we can recall our hunter-killer drones then. And yeah, they're kind of panicking, honestly. They're throwing a lot of resources at us. But we are definitely winning. So, the dimensional anchors. The invaders are building some kind of large space stations that act as dimensional anchors, conduits that increase their ability to move ships through their wormhole. The more of these anchors they bring online, the more often they'll be able to bring in reinforcements from their own realm. These anchors also appear to significantly strengthen the subspace integrity of the dimensional portal. The portal will effectively be invulnerable to weapons as long as there are any active anchors. Okay, so the more systems that they hold, the more reinforcements they bring in. That makes sense. So the fact that we've denied them several systems over here and over here is actually slowing their reinforcements. And then we need to destroy the portal to stop them from coming in entirely. Well, that seems like a job for another episode. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time when we continue to push back the Unbidden.